Hello. Then after extracting the setup file, the setup will be copied on your computer, and the Python will copy it in your computer, like that. So now, whenever we complete the Python installation, then such a type of directories are there. All of you know that. Why these DOS directories are exist on the screen? Because whenever if you want to fire any external command, then such a type of DOS directories can be used. Otherwise, all of you know that what is command line editor like of programs in C, C++. It is very useful for command line editor, because this is known as command prompt, and you can set the path from here also. If you want to set the path, then you can set the path from here also, and from anywhere you can work with Python. So whenever we set the path, then actually whenever we set the path, this type of settings are displayed on the screen. These are the settings are there. If you want to recover all this, you can recover. Path is there. This is your path. In that path already Java is there, JDK is there. If you want to modify that path, you can work in both software simultaneously, or whenever at the time of practical of Java, you can execute Java. At the time of practical of Python, you can execute Python. At the time of practical of C++, you can execute C++ programs. Means what? All the paths you can mention in the path variable, and you can set the folder. You can set the folder of path here in this fashion, and in this fashion you can set the path of all the softwares. And once you set the path of Python also, here variable name is given path, and you are setting the variable of Python in the program files. Means what? Whenever any software get installed, that software is indirectly stored in the program files in the Windows, and you can call the shortcut from program files on the desktop, and or only click on the Python icon, then your Python can be started, like that. So like that. So once we install Python, such a type of screen appears before you. So what is this screen? This is the screen, black screen. All of you are seeing the screen, black screen. This is the shell of Python. When we work with that shell, then you can perform any types of operation, like that. What is shell? A programming space, a command executing space, that is known as shell. The shell is there of Python. You cannot write a very big program here. One by one line can be executable here. This is interpreter of IDLE, and that's why whenever you want to execute a single command, you can use this Python shell. Then Python shell, when we work with interpreter shell, then you can use one by one command. But we are not interested to execute one by one command. We must have to write a program. Not execute a one by one command. I will show also practically how both works. So next, this is the installation of Python. This is the last step of installation of Python. In this fashion, you can start Python, like that. But what? Suppose any examiner will ask you the question, or any expert ask you the question, what is the difference between Python shell and Python IDE? Both are different. The shell, which is interpret only one by one command, and in IDE you can use editor. By using editor, you can write a program, like that. Not a single line of command. You must write a block of commands there and execute that commands in the program form and execute that program, like that. That is known as IDE, Integrated Development Environment. This is known as Integrated Development Environment. And if anybody else asks you how many are the IDEs are available in Python, but all of you are first time users of Python, and that's why this is very much powerful IDE for Python.